What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, you'll notice the people who have acquired it have their Awakening Resonance Crystal, whether it's B or it's higher, it is around. So here's the fun thing about getting these crystals now. We've already said that, the auction house is probably a prime time to hunt for your, really good copies, especially if you're looking for, I don't know, probably either these two, Vesa, Vulcan, all these copies here. These are the ones that you're going to want to go for, and now you're going to see the most heroes popping up. You should see even more of them popping up from people who high roll on their B or B plus stones. Typically we get a B minus stone from this event, but luckily the Soul Awakening session, they added a new tier and we easily hit it, and it looks like Vesas are kind of affordable right now. I say affordable, still technically like $1,000 plus if you want to break it down that way. But there are some options up, and you're going to see more heroes up right now than you will normally. And because you're going to see more heroes, that means they're going to be at a better budget. Holy cow. Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm going to take all these heroes off. Vulcan, man. That is a low bid on that man right there. My goodness. 33,000 for an A minus. I think I had to spend like 40-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. So even like these copies, solid A tier hero. Wow. Look at these attack values, man. I wish, honestly, if I could, I would grab that, because look at this. There's so many A tiers up here, and this is pretty much where you normally would see his prices. But as you flood the market with more copies, this happens. Now here's something I'm gonna do. I want to use mine as well, part of this video, just see if we high roll. Really, the only hero I would want to get like a giant killer copy on at this point is probably Vesa. The other option is we could always save it for G-Stir, but honestly, I'm not expecting G-Stir to be a very good Transcendence hero, and if he is, we'll potentially just get a copy down the road. Like, we're gonna have to awaken copies for him anyway during the Transcendence event. The only other option is going for like an Eos or an Asmodel, mainly just because they're tenant copies, and the more attack you get here, the better stats they get. But Vesa would be the high roll in my opinion. So let's just get this out of the way before we finish talking about what we want, because I want to see how this works out. So we have again, like a 1% chance that this B roll could turn into an A minus or higher hero. I also want to highlight some other crazy stuff that we see on the auction house right now, but let's see. If we could get two giant killer heroes in the same week. We already got the Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok. If we get the Vesa, that's like an entire team of giant killer copies. So fingers crossed. I'm going to have my finger on the screenshot button in case this is really good. It starts out green. It's green. So it's just a solid B tier hero. Probably not going to be one we even use. So we'll probably sell that off. Yeah, because we had a B plus attack right there. Better speed, but that's about it. Holy cow, we actually have quite a few like B tiers and B minus heroes in our bag of Vesa. So sadly, not an upgrade for us, but there are going to be quite a few people that hit it. Now, the other thing you're still going to see on the auction house, I want to show you some fun shenanigans stuff here. I wish there was an easy button to click like everything except for Transcendence heroes, because yeah, people were really digging deep for hero copies to awaken, and sadly, this happens quite often where you get these random heroes that you see on the auction house at A tier or lower. They're gonna be pretty much at the, oh my god, like this, a solid A tier Edgar. It just feels so bad, but you're gonna see these weird oddities popping up. Now, if you want to go for a Soul Awakening session down the road, this might be something you want to do, is buy up some of these A tier copies so that you can retire them and get the contract starry gems for them. Luckily though, there doesn't seem to be many like bad hero copies on the auction house right now whatsoever. And even like Jara copies seem to be pretty inexpensive. So the heroes that you might be using early game are going to be like Sword Flash, and the other one you might be using is like Jara. You can get a Jara to try to help carry you through chapter 2 of the Void campaign very, very inexpensively. You should be able to save this up passively or by selling a couple copies here and there, and then you can get a giant killer copy of her as well. If you're going for like damage, giant killer defier, pretty cool. But you can see they're very cost effective, and Ajara can carry you all the way to chapter 3 pretty easily on your account. I've been tempted to test it out and show you guys how it works out on our free to play, but that might be for something for another route. Now, one thing I need to check for my own sake this week is going to be if we need to start an account. Oh, there's not a single Tix. Are you kidding me? Why are people not awakening giant killer Tixes for me? It feels so bad. Oh man. Oh man. Oh well. We can take a look and see what's about to pop. What the what? What is this? This is a really good Vulcan copy. They put it up. This has got to be a troll, like a flex, just to show people, right? How high do you think this is going to bid to? That would be something interesting to watch. Queen is a very cheap copy that you can get a copy right here for. Even Freya is very inexpensive. And then you do start seeing some of them come up. But what is this? This is some shenanigans. Wow, now that I'm making a video, I think I might have just helped out whoever put this copy up. Because I think a lot of people are going to be going after this right now, which is kind of crazy to think. Holy cow. What do I still have Tix picked right here? I do. Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting. Eloise copies could be interesting to go for as well. I know Star Wars Shooter, we pulled the A tier Lord of Fear Aspen. I think he was going to make some progress with it and then consider getting an Eloise to see how she would perform. So an Eloise could be pretty cool to do if you're still in the very early game of your account and you haven't transitioned to a Transcendence hero. It'd be interesting. Wow. Giant Killer, Defier, and Faction Rule with an A+ rule. Faction Rule will apply for her because she'll do additional damage and precision. That is the beefiest attack copy I've ever seen. So I just want to talk about that. Be prepared. You're going to see some heroes hitting the auction house. The other thing that I'm going to keep an eye on, I'm going to be looking for like B+ rolls on both of these, and actually even you too. And I want to filter by attack. That's one thing you really want to do. Even though it's a B+ hero copy, they're going to go for much cheaper because they didn't get Giant Killer. So snagging some copies down here for your tenants might not be a bad idea. Like going for this as Medell, 5,700. That's going to be a bunch of extra attack for your heroes. Wait, why is Eloise still on here? Oops, forgot to take it off. Vulcans, there's tons of them. You're going to see tons of Vulcans, but if I take that off and just go for these two, some of them are still kind of expensive here, but you can see you can get some for pretty good. Wow, nobody's really awakening EOS copies. That's crazy. But like even this copy right here, that's an awesome one to go for, 5,700. I might go for it, honestly, because that's a big upgrade in attack. So things to consider because a lot of things are hitting the auction house. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how your Stone Awakenings go as well. I'd love to see the people get A's. We might be highlighting the SSS Stone here tonight as well. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.